down. Write it down, very important. Building a network of people is that you will know or that you will have is a great impact or will have a great impact on your future. The more people you know, the easier it will be for you to build a business in any industry. So I repeat it, building a network of people that you know will have a great impact on your future. The more people you know, the easier it will be to build a business in any industry. Any business you build or I build is about people. So without people, we will have no business, we have no team, we have nothing. At the end of the day, if you need anything, you must reach out to people that they know how to do it, because you will never be able to do everything and you will never be able to know everything. So attending this event, this gathering today is a great example of networking and getting to know other entrepreneurs and listening to some advice from me today. I don't know how much my story and my advice will be valuable for you, but write the second note for today, and this is the second takeaway. You will learn something from any conversation, any song, any personal development video, any book you read, and maybe one word, one sentence will change everything for you. So maybe in the session today, you will find this missing number in the series of number that you need to open a locked door. And also, a very important thing to remember is that you will always have another door. When you open a door, then the other door will be ready for you to find the missing numbers and to try to find the key. This is what is beautiful about life and about entrepreneurship. So as I mentioned earlier, I have a Bachelor of Pharmacy, but I graduated and went directly to building startups. And this was in 2015. And I never, ever read one book about pharmacy again after I graduated, knowing that it's a very important major. And but this is also an interesting part of my story, because what you learn at university is not necessarily what you want in life. Universities and schools are important, of course, but they could be used as a base to learn consistency, discipline, setting goals. Because when you study a certain subject, you have to graduate at the end. And to graduate, you have to manage your time, you have to pass exams, and you have to be consistent. So it's not about the major itself, but it's about what you learn when you are in that university school experience. And this is my philosophy about the educational system in general. So long story short, after graduating from university in 2015, I built a consultancy company in Lebanon, my home country. And we started to work for clients worldwide. So this is where I got my experience in the tech industry, sales, marketing, entrepreneurship. We had great success back then between 2015 and 2020, and we made good money. At that time, I was able to support myself, my team, and to grow the business. We had an office in Beirut. I don't know if you know Beirut, it's the capital of Lebanon. Life there was amazing. All what you can imagine, the weather, the people, the food, we were living the dream life. And all of a sudden, in 2019, 2020, the economical situation changed in Lebanon. Corona started, and on the top of that, a big explosion happened in the harbor of Beirut because of some chemicals stored without control there. And I think most of you heard about this explosion in 2020. It was the second biggest explosion in history after Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So it destroyed everything for me personally, for us. And boom, back to just 0.0. We closed the office, went back to my parents' house in Tyre. It's a very small semi-island in the south of the country. Very beautiful city. So I remember in 2020, when I went back to my parents' house, I remember I spent the night there thinking about the past, what happened, how I lost everything, and thinking about the future also, like what is hiding for me. And at that time, I lost everything and went back to my bed in my parents' house like a schoolboy. It's like I'm attending school again in my hometown. But I think this time was with a better experience, with more maturity, with a network that I already built between 2015 and 2020. And this is the second, or actually the fourth takeaway from my story today and what we're speaking about, is that there is always a point in life where you go back to point zero. But as a tech entrepreneur or as an entrepreneur in general, you should always remember that you will get back to point zero, but with as a more knowledgeable, much more stronger person. And the time will not be so long until you come back to a higher level of success to build another startup with a better team, with a better vision, with a better strategy. And this is maybe the way of the universe to make you ready for the next company and the next level. And we should appreciate that. At least this is what happened in my personal experience, and this is what I hear from other entrepreneurs too. So from that bed in my parents' house, I started a new plan in 2020. And the plan was to travel to the Netherlands. I decided at that time that I want to travel to the Netherlands to start Catalosite. I decided to travel to the Netherlands. Why? Because I told myself enough is enough. That's it. And here is a very important point to or note to take. Like, you build something big, really big, and you succeed when you really have enough. Like, maybe when you break up with a partner, maybe when you lose all your money, some people think that they lose everything, that's it. But no, this is actually the point where you had enough. This will be the biggest turning point in your career or in your life as an entrepreneur. In my personal story, I started in Lebanon, I learned, I failed, I built the knowledge I needed in a very small country, not very organized, a chaos there in terms of legalities and in terms of infrastructure and everything. It's a nice country. The weather, the beach, the food, the people, everything is nice. But in terms of business, it's not really a good environment. So I had enough from that environment there, the business environment there, the entrepreneurship environment there. And I told myself after the big explosion that I really have to build a global company and I need the right infrastructure for that. So enough. I have to move out of the country. I have to go to Amsterdam. I know the ecosystem there. I visited Amsterdam before. So I have to do it. So the takeaway here is that even if you are building now in any country in the world and you see that the infrastructure and the environment is not good for you, you can start there. You can learn from there. You can start building your knowledge there. You can have a team, but always be ready and open and believe that you are not a tree. You can move to another country, and there will be a time in the future where you can move this country to a really good country with a nice infrastructure, more advanced. So this is what I want you to believe also. Because some people, they tell you, you can build anything from everywhere. Yes, you can do it. You can start, you can learn. But if you don't upgrade your environment, if you don't upgrade the country where you are in, because at the end you need infrastructure for your tech company, right? You need data center. You need somewhere where you can really build that global company, and you cannot build it from anywhere. So you can start from anywhere, but be ready to the world is yours and you are a citizen of the world. So I traveled to the Netherlands. I did my master here in entrepreneurship. I started Catalosite, and here I am living in Amsterdam. Very nice neighborhood. I love this city. I love the vibes here. Catalosite got 2 investments until now, and we already achieved 5 figures in revenue since we launched, like 100K. What a story to tell. When I look back, I just imagine a boy from a very small city in Lebanon, and from my bed in my parents' house to a successful startup, surviving for 3 years. It's a good thing. If you have a startup in the tech industry, being able to survive for 3 years, it's really a good achievement. I'm living and I'm launching the startup from one of the best tech ecosystems in the world. So before starting to receive your questions, I will speak a little bit about Catalosite, about website building and the technical part. So you can learn as entrepreneurs regarding website building, because of course, any business needs a website. So I ask you really to focus here, because this will have a great impact on your business. So also make sure to take notes, because you will not really remember much things from this presentation or from this session if you don't really take notes. So back in 2018, also after graduating 2015, actually, I told you that we had a consultancy agency. We worked for different companies inside and outside the Middle East, and we used to build websites for these companies. And we use the website building available tools. I don't know if you know these tools, but you have Wix, WordPress, Squarespace. So you have many tools that you can use, advanced tools to build a website. But we noticed that the available tools, they prioritized building a website for desktop first. Like when you build your website, you build it for desktop. And then you compress this website into a tiny design for mobile with too much text, information, pages. And it looks like you are building the same website that we used to build in 1995. It's the same concept, but with a more futuristic design. Nothing really changed in terms of the user experience, let's say, major user experience. This was also our problem with these tools, but the second problem is also the conversion rate, because when you build a website, you want your visitors to visit the website, to buy your product, to know about your story, to book a session with you. You need something, right, from this website. But when the visitors are visiting these websites, they are not really taking big actions, and the conversion rate is challenging for most of the companies that they use these tools. So also in 2023 now, if I ask you to build a website for your business, you will take a deep breath and think about it as a very complicated task that will take weeks or even months to do. So it's not an easy task for you to build your website. Knowing that the website is the most first important thing to build for any business. Like I studied entrepreneurship in Amsterdam, University of Amsterdam, and we had a session there asking us to start a business without having a product, without having a service, without having anything, just build a website that would fake a business just to test the business, right? And this is something that we use usually in the tech startups industry. If you want to test a new feature, if you want to test an idea, you can build a fake website just to see the reaction of the people. Huh? You don't take money from anyone. But you just register some emails, they subscribe just to know. So this is the importance of the website, that the website, you can have a website without having a business. So if you have a business, it's very essential to have the website. It's the first thing that you should think about. So we wanted to change that complication. We wanted to make it easy. We wanted to make it futuristic. We wanted to make it more relevant to Gen Z and the mobile experience now that all the people have. So we thought, like we asked ourselves, what is the content creation process and designing method that most people are used to doing nowadays? And we thought about social media directly. Like everyone is building their social media accounts. Everyone, they post on Instagram. It's very easy. So why not allowing people to build a stunning website from posts? So people will post about their products, will post about their services, will post about their story, and then they can turn these posts into a stunning website. And it's not only building the website from posts, because this is what we do at Catalosite. We allow users to build website from posts, but also the visitors that are visiting this website, the data showed that they are engaging more with this method of designing, because when they visit the website, they just scroll. It's like scrolling posts, but at the end, they are getting all the information that you want to deliver. So it's intuitive for visitors to just scroll. And this showed the 3 times more engagement on any website built using this method. And we are the creators of this method. So an advice for you today, like the last tip in this session, check Catalosite, try to build a website using our method. This will have a great impact on your business and the experience of your visitors. And if you need any help, reach out to me. You can visit also catalosite.com. You can have all the information there. We even built our website using our tool. That's why we trust this method. And the team, myself, will help you. So yeah, maybe there's also one last thing away from Catalosite. I want to share also the something about the universe and the law of attraction that I believe in. If you really believe in something, it's the core of my philosophy in entrepreneurship and tech in specific. If you believe in something and desire it every day, you will get it no matter how long it takes. So I would like to use one of my favorite quotes from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. The starting point of all achievement is desire. So keep this constantly in mind. Weak desire bring weak results, just as a small fire that will make a small amount of heat. So the small fire will make a small amount of heat. The big fire will make a big amount of heat. The fire is your desire, your work, your actions, and the heat is the result. So make big actions, have big desire to receive a big fire, a big result. I have a lot of things to share with you, but I will stop here and start receiving your questions about anything. Again,
thank you so much, Ali.
And everything. Thank you, Mika. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, your inspiring, I would say, story, journey even. I'm curious because, it sounds all like super positive when you started Catalosite here in the Netherlands. It went very smooth, but I'm also very curious to hear a little bit about the bottlenecks and hurdles. Can you share anything, like, for example, the legal part, any challenges or issues that you could bring forward that other entrepreneurs can also learn from, not make that same mistake, for example, as you did? Or you're on mute, by the way.
Is it specifically about, like, your question about the Netherlands, like the legal challenges here, or in general for any startup?
I think in general, like what to take into account.
Yeah, I believe that one of the top challenges that every tech entrepreneur would face is to know more about the legal structures of companies in general, because we don't learn that at school or university. They don't teach us what are the different types of companies, like the one-person company, the corporate. What is the difference between corporate and what is the difference between limited liability and one person? If you have a limited liability company, your company would be liable, and the company is a person by itself. They don't teach us this at school, and I believe that one of the top challenges is self-educating yourself. So as a tech entrepreneur, you will be missing 2 very important things: the legal and the finance thing. Even the people that they learn finance at university, they will not learn the real finance that they will use in the startup world. So self-educating yourself from courses. There are a lot of videos on YouTube nowadays and courses online that you can buy about finance, how to build a financial projection, what is like a recurrent revenue, what is the churn rate, what is P&L, what is the difference between profit and loss and cash flow. This was like really a language that I don't understand at that time. So learning about the financial terms that we use, and also learning about the legalities and LLC, BV, I don't know, all these terms, legal terms, Like you should self-educate yourself about them. Otherwise, no one will teach you.
Thanks. Very good one, I believe, for everyone here in the room. I saw Samer raise his hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I did, but then I thought it confusing, so I withdrawn it. Anyway, the question is, what did you do, Ali, for the legal and administrative thing, as an example? I mean, did you have to have any specific specifications for the website, or any insurance that you have to buy in to work in tech and in Europe? Which type of companies did you choose? I mean, just from your experience, what exactly you did?
Yeah, I believe when we speak about legalities, it differs from country to another, right? So it's not the same. But I will speak about at least the legalities here in the Netherlands and what I learned during the last 3 years. In the Netherlands, the best way to start is one-person company. It costs you 50 euros to start. And I think it's the same in most of the European countries. It's very easy to start your AMANSAC, which is just one person. And in this one-person company, a lot of people, they don't know, but they can hire people. So it's not one-person company that it's one person that you are only allowed to work in this company. No, you can hire people, you can have employees, but you should just tell the government that I want to work with a team. Because moving to a limited liability company or moving to a BV, like when you move to a limited liability company, it's always the best to move as fast as possible. If you have the money, if you have the investment, if you have like this company is already growing, just move fast to a limited liability company, which is the legal structure that is one type higher than the one person. And this is the most used type of companies worldwide. It's the limited liability. So the difference between the one person and the limited liability is just one thing, one major thing, like a lot of things. There are a lot of differences, but the main thing is that in the one person company, you are liable of everything. So if something like goes wrong in your business, I don't know, your product, you sold your product and then you are not able to deliver, the people can, of course, go to court, and then your personal assets, such as your house, your phone, your laptop, like the government or the banks will take it. But in the limited liability, the difference is that the company is an entity that is totally different from you. It's a person.
I totally understand. Yeah, thank you. But just to like the better usage of your time, because we will be taking that again. So you are a one-person company, right?
No,
and then
no,
no.
I have a holding myself, like as Ali. It's a Buydoon holding, and the holding owns shares in the limited liability, which is Catalosite, and Catalosite is a limited liability company. But I even don't own my shares as a person in the limited liability of Catalosite. My own holding owns it. So this is also something in the legal structure, that your holding is your holding, or your limited liability is holding the shares in your company.
I see. Thank you. And then, do you have any specific insurances for the working in tech field?
No, actually, I don't have any insurance, because I was checking the insurance a few days ago. The banks offered some insurance packages, but most of them, they are related to if your workers are like in the manufacturing industry, or if you are selling a hardware or product. But I mean, myself as a website building software, I mean, the client will not get hurt physically from a website. And also, like, also the employees of Catalosite are working from home, but maybe it's also nice to consider maybe an insurance for employees, even if they are working from home. I don't know, you don't know what's happening, but in the insurance world, there are a lot of products, because they are selling a lot of products, so you can find many things. But for myself now, I don't have really any insurance for Catalosite.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Hamdi, next question.
Yeah, hi Ali, it's an interesting story. I feel, and I think maybe other colleagues feel that we share some common aspects of this story of rebuilding our life again. Yeah, and my question is about it's related to my stage in my startup, and how did you find the market fit? I mean, your website is to make to build website as social media not yeah, social media design.
Yeah.
This idea was like not a regular idea for companies to build their websites in this platform. Um, I just have a hint that maybe individuals that are interested in e-commerce find it interesting. But maybe I will hear from you what really was your segment or that attracted to this type of product.
I don't know if I got your question right, but do you want to know how we found like the product market fit in Catalog site and which type of customer are more interested in
Yeah,
this type
yeah,
of website,
exactly.
or you want to know in general how to find the product market fit?
I need to know your experience.
Okay.
Uh,
Our experience is actually we moved from a sex education platform when we started first, like the first product, the first software. It was supposed to be a directory for coaches to help people if they have any sexual question. And then we moved to health and wellness in general. And then we moved to a directory of health and wellness professionals, then to a tool for health and wellness professionals to manage their bookings and to manage the clients database. And then at that time, we noticed that our clients are more interested and are more maybe focusing on how they want to present themselves on the profiles that we have on our directory. So every time our clients are reaching out to us, we want this section on our profile to look this way, and we want this to be this way. And then we notice that the doctors and the clients that they are working with us, they are more interested in how their profiles look. So then we started to really work on the design of their profile. And then we thought, okay, if everyone is really interested in their profile, they don't have a website. I mean, this is a directory. I mean, their profile in the directory, it's just to receive the bookings, and they should have a website. But then we noticed that also they don't have a website. So then back to our experience as a consultancy agency in 2018, the problem that we faced, I believe that most of the people are facing, they are not able to build a website because it's hard, because it's not easy, because it's not straightforward. They build a social media account, but they don't build a website. And then from there, we started to, okay, how to find the best way. And then we found this method of the social media. But back to your question also of who is the type of customers that you use this type of or this method. I believe any business, any creator, any entrepreneur could move to this method because you can build any types of website. But the thing is that our solution is still not offering all the features that are really important for each sector. So later on, if we, for example, a hotel from Montenegro 2 weeks ago registered on our platform, a resort, a ski resort, and they wanted to start building their website. But at the end of the day, they can build a portfolio website for their hotel, but we don't have the booking system for their hotel. But this is what we will implement in the near future, to start implementing all the APIs and the plugins for all the businesses. But this is a hotel, for example, a tanning business from Ukraine just build their website. So it's totally different businesses. But mostly now we are focusing on freelancers, self-employed individuals, business owners that they want to sell, present their story, their services, because it's very easy now using our software to build a portfolio website to receive some bookings, to sell a product, because this is what our features is now offering. But in the future, I believe the long term is just can support any business.
Does that answer your question, Hamdi?
Yeah, and I find the customers of doctor customers is my customers, but I'm working in research things.
Yeah.
But I think I have an idea that maybe I'm testing that idea. If it works, I will contact you.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
You can reach
Ooh,
out.
first connection made in this call. I like that. I see a lot of hands raised. I think Youssef, go ahead.
Hi, Ali, how are you? I guess we met 10 days ago. Yeah. Nice to see you again. Actually, I have a question about where your business located, which gemeente?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Is it make any difference where you are located? Sometimes, some countries, if you choose this monopoly states, provide you some features or some advantage. In Netherlands, what is the difference? Is there such an issue?
Sometimes I receive some requests, for example, from Technical School of Amsterdam. They want to collaborate with companies from the North Holland or Amsterdam area. And sometimes there are some, for example, investment opportunities that are special for Amsterdam-based companies or North Holland, and then some others for, I don't know. So this is from my own experience that I noticed. Of course, there are some other schools and other funds that they focus on other areas in the Netherlands. It doesn't mean that, but at the end of the day, also Amsterdam is the capital of the country. So it's cool to, not only cool, but it's also good to be here in Amsterdam. But what is special also about the Netherlands that you have different cities that they are promoting entrepreneurship. I believe maybe Groningen, they are doing a lot of things to attract entrepreneurs, also other cities. So yeah, there is no direct answer if it's better here or not, but there are of course some specific, sometimes funds or projects or meetings or schools collaboration that they are only focusing on areas where you are based.
Yeah, maybe to add on that, I think like every city really in the Netherlands tries to find their unique focus. So for example, if you are in the security tech, The Hague is the place. So like all cities really focus on specific things. Yeah. Also within the tech industry.
Yeah, true.
Yes, thank you.
Serhi, go ahead. Hi.
Hey.
Yes, my name is Sergey. Now I'm from Ukraine, and now I'm doing like yoga school online. And my question is, can I do it by myself? Simple site, like not more like I want to send yoga lessons. Or maybe some platform, because before I'm doing site and platform for Tilda, but now I want to do it for WordPress. Maybe some artificial intellect possible do it like this. Interesting only is difficult sell video for this site.
Yeah. Are you selling
organization online? This is difficult do it or possible do it myself?
Yeah. Are you selling online live classes or online recorded videos?
Do it online classes and also send recording before video.
Okay, so you want to do both?
Yes.
Okay, but your question, like, is it easy to do it yourself, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's super easy. You can find a way to just build it yourself. Of course, it's not.
Platform is better.
Which platform is better?
Yes, platform and hosting.
I mean, I mean, I mean, if you ask me, like we have a website builder, I believe Catalosite is the best solution, but I cannot say WordPress, but you can try it yourself. I mean, you can visit catalosite.com. There are a free version, and someone from Ukraine, for example, 1 week ago they have a tanning company, like they do those tanning sessions, and they built the whole website for free on our solution, and they put all the information, so you can visit catalosite.com. You can try to build it yourself, and also because you're attending in this session, I can provide you a one tour, 1 hour tour and training on our software, so you can learn how to use it, and then you can do it yourself. So you can maybe contact me on this email.
Well, I send you my questions. Maybe only 3 questions I have.
Yeah, you can send me an email on this email, or you can directly book a session with me, like a meeting with me on my website. You can go book a Zoom call, and then we will do a call together, discuss it, and I will see how can I help you. But yeah, we can do it after this session. Just book the session, and I will be ready.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Sergey, for bringing it up. Omid, also his hand raised.
Yes, sure. Hi, and I'm so happy to hear your story, because we have a same story in front of me. We have the same journey, because I want to move to the Netherlands from Iran. They have the same situation that you experience in the Lebanon.
Yeah.
So the most important things that I want to know about, I have a meeting with you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. True.
Okay. I want to know how to set your network, how to find a co-founder, how to shape your team in the foreign country, because you move from the Lebanon to Netherlands, and running a company and launching a new products needs to have a network, some co-founders, some team. What do you work with these issues?
Thank you, Omid, for this question, because it's really very important. And also we have a meeting tomorrow to discuss more your business and your needs, and maybe your business plan, and to see how can I help. I mean, back to my story and what I mentioned in the first section, and I don't know if actually was very clear that, like, building a network is very important by attending events, attending these sessions. Like after this session, I will have a connection with Samer, for example, with you, with Fatia, with like all the people here. I would know them. Like if they contact me, they would say, okay, we attended your session, we want to help, then we'll go on a meeting. So they earn the new connection, and this is not valuable in terms of, you cannot give a value and money for this connection, because maybe you can benefit from this person in the future at any time. So anytime you see an entrepreneur that they made it really, like millions of dollars, valuation of billions, I don't know, it's not their first experience. It's never their first experience. It's never their first company. It's never their first investment. It's never in 99% of the cases. Maybe you can find a story of 0.5%, but it will never be their first company. Elon Musk, when he started, Mark Zuckerberg, when he started Facebook, it's not his first company. He did many companies before. He started different softwares. So every time you move forward, you earn more connections. And when I started personally Catalosite in 2020, I will not lie and say, oh, I'm here, like I started my first company and it was very nice. No, when I came to the Netherlands, I had more than 5,000 contacts in my phone, the people that I know. And now I have 7,000 contacts in my phone. So when I started Catalosite, I literally wrote, I remember maybe 300 people I called at that time. I wrote their numbers and I called them. 300 people, maybe 500 people. Just call them presenting my idea and asking them if they want to join the team. So this is how I attracted my co-founders. I attracted Hiba, for example. She's in this call today. She is here raising her hand. She is part of Catalyst, and she works with me since 2020, like for 3 years now. So having this network is the only answer. Getting to know more people, trusting you. For example, my co-founder Rabia is part of also of the executive board, is the CFO of the company. We've been working together since 2016 in different projects. We earned like that trust together. And that's why now, if we face any challenge, we could face it very big also. So the answer is not just very logical, like this and this and this, but also growing this network. But if I want to give you a logical answer that is really nice, there are many now events that happens in Amsterdam, and they say, okay, go and find your co-founder, and then you go, for example, to a venture like an accelerator or something, and then they do a matchmaking between two founders. But in my own opinion, in my own personal opinion, at least, like this this marriage, it cannot be just how they call it, like in the traditional way, it's they arranged. It's like the arranged marriage. Sometimes it might work, it might work, and it will be best than love and the twin flames, let's say. But for me, partnership and marriage is more about trust and building a relationship before getting into the ring thing. Yeah,
especially usually they only match them on like skill set, but I think the connection is like so important, as you said, like the trust and connection is just as important.
Great.
Okay, I'm looking at the time. We have 2 hands raised, so we have to speed it up a bit. Hiba.
I will make sure my answers will be short, because every time I just
Hi again. Hi, Ali. So your journey as a successful entrepreneur has likely involved moments of pivoting and adapting to new circumstances. Could you share your insights on the importance of pivoting in the entrepreneurial journey, especially during challenging times? Additionally, how can entrepreneurs overcome the fear of change and embrace the mindset required to navigate new opportunities that arise through pivoting?
Wow. This is a big question. You should ask it like at the first, I mean, at the beginning of the session. But I will try to answer short because I took a decision just to answer very short. I mean, everyone that works with me before, or even when I give maybe mentorship for startups, I really like pivoting, changing, like, and when you build a tech startup and you teach your team at least that we can pivot at any time, we can change anything at any time. This is, I believe, the best environment, especially in the tech industry, because I mentioned something very important that I learned at UvA, University of Amsterdam, that you can launch a startup, a tech startup, in really like 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, you can launch a startup. And we did that, and I did that many times with many entrepreneurs. Launching a startup, you have an idea now, just go, build a website, make a social media, and start speaking with people. And then the people will be interested or not. The people will show some interest maybe, even without having the product, without having the service. So what Hiba, what you're asking about is not only the pivoting, but it's about doing something that is minimally viable quality, that is showing what you have, and test it. And if it doesn't work, change it. Try to improve it. So this is maybe the main idea behind pivoting, is that start and change, start and change, start and change. And that fear of pivoting, if you fear pivoting, I mean, you should learn how not to fear pivoting, because tech entrepreneurship will not work if you fear pivoting. It will not work. It's that simple, right? So it will never work.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Thank you. Yes.
Last question from Samer.
Thank you. They are actually 3 short ones, but you can pick any of them from the chat. They are about first adopters, and the second one, how do you reach the new customers and which marketing way? And the third one is about the team. So of course,
Okay.
based on the time, you can choose.
I think I will answer how do you reach your new customers, because this will allow you to test any idea you have now, right? It's very important if you have an idea. To reach customers, you have 2 ways: organic and paid. Organic is without paying any money. Without paying any money, you can just literally go to LinkedIn, try to find prospects and speak with them. You can try to create a list of phone numbers from your phone, like the phone numbers that you have inside your phone. Write the phone numbers and call the people. And when you call the people, if they are not your customers, ask them if they can give you a list of 2 or 3 or 5 of customers that they might fit, and then you will have more. Because some people, they tell me, we have just 100 numbers, but from the 100 numbers, you can get 1,000 numbers, because these people, they know other people, but just you have to call. So this is the organic way. And also you can write blogs. Blogs are very important. It's the really rated most important tool to build an online presence and to attract people. If you write an article about your idea and then you launch it, then you start sharing it, you will attract your customers also, because you will write an article about your products in a way that interests your customers, and you can write about different topics around your product. So blogs, reaching out by phone, reaching out to people on LinkedIn. Don't spam, of course, like sharing, because a lot of people are spamming, but this is a way. If you have really a very nice way of one message, don't send 5-10 messages every day. I receive 10 people sending me 10 messages and they follow up. Just one message, maybe reach out on LinkedIn. So I believe email marketing is very nice, also collecting emails and also staying connected with your customer. These are the organic way, and there are many other tools organic. The paid, you have the social ads, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you have search engine, Google ads. These are the paid, and SMS marketing also. So just go online, write on YouTube or Google organic marketing ways and paid marketing ways, and you will get tons of. And if you want to speak more about this, also reach out to me, book a session. I will be happy to have a call about this, exactly, like sales and marketing, because I love it.
You're gonna have a busy calendar, Ali, I believe. Nice. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for all the attendees being here, asking all these questions. I hope it was very fruitful. I believe what I saw from the discussion, we could have stayed in for another hour or at least half an hour to discuss more, because always interesting to hear from alumni entrepreneurs forwards what their journey has been, but also simple tips and tricks that could really help your entrepreneurial journey. So again, thank you so much, Ali, for being here with us today. It's very much appreciated. Fatja, I would like to give the floor to you for the last couple of minutes that we have left.
Thank you so much, Miko. Or even if anyone here wants to take initiative, instead of you guys book one-on-one session with Ali, maybe it's just like nice to have a group session with certain topic like marketing, right, Ali? Or maybe about pivoting, that's something that interests you. I mean, if you can talk with a group of people, I think it will be very much beneficial than just like one-on-one, because then you can learn from one another, and Ali can save some more time as well. So yes, think about it and feel free to take initiative, because that's what today's session is all about. It's to make a connection, but also to give you opportunity to take next step of initiative. What do you want to do with this group of people that has same interest with you. And today in this alumni talks, I would love to share also several opportunities that you can take in this month, but also in the upcoming months. So first one is Summer Boost Bazaar. Mika will share the link as well on the chat. So if you want to try out, so Ali already talked about that you need to try to meet your customers so that you can get feedback and improve your product. I think this one bazaar is very much beneficial for you. Or if you just want to take a look around and come to the bazaar and meet other entrepreneurs, you are also welcome. You can come Wednesday, June 14 at Boost Amsterdam. So this is the QR code that you can scan, or you can click on the link that Mika shared on the chat.
Maybe to add, so we have we have quite a big market with a lot of stands with forward entrepreneurs, but it's also just a big community networking event. It also has a bit of a festival party vibe. So really nice way to meet other entrepreneurs and just join just before the summer starts. We celebrate something together.
Yes, let's grow our network. But don't worry that all the links we will share at the email of the recap of this session. And up next is next week on Thursday, we will have Money Moves Forward. So Mika, do you want to share a little bit about what is the event about?
So we have 5 businesses from the Investor Readiness Program of Forward Inc. pitching in front of a large group of investors and relevant stakeholders. So also there, I think it's really interesting to hear the pitches from the newcomer entrepreneurs that are maybe a little farther ahead with, seeking for investment already. So they have a running business, have customer base, etc. So it's nice to hear their pitches, but I think it's also really nice to connect with other entrepreneurs present, or even, talk to tech experts that will be there. Also a lot of food experts, but I mean, we invited in our entire community, so there will be a lot of mentors and coaches as well. So also there, I think it's a nice opportunity to network and meet relevant people for your business.
Yes.
Happening in Amsterdam.
Yes, again, this is the opportunity for you to grow your network. As Ali said, that network is one of the key of being successful entrepreneurs. And this is for next week as well. No, 2 weeks from now. So moving forward call monthly. So every month we will have this moving forward call. So basically this call is for you to check in with Forward team. Where are you now in terms of business stage? What are your needs? And then we will try to facilitate your needs and also share opportunities and connect you to the right next step. So please come in, and you can scan this QR code or click on the link on the chat. So the link will direct you directly to the calendar, so you don't have to confuse about it. It's the calendar event that you can create, and there is all the detail that you need to come to the event. So it's online, so it's for everyone. And I think one of the nice session in the moving forward call, there will be BBZ team that will come to this call. It might be interest for you, entrepreneurs in Amsterdam specifically, but also in the Netherlands who wants to know more about business registration. And then this is new. On Tuesday, June 13th, there is a special session from Business Development Program. Mika, do you want to explain a little bit about the session?
Yeah, I think this is a little bit in line with what Ali also was mentioning. So this is sort of the lead reach out, not for customers, but for funding and partners. I think it's very interesting for people that are really looking for, developing their business, finding the right partners. How do you reach out? How do you filter? yeah, I think it is an interesting workshop given by our own business development team.
Indeed. So please register now. And next feedback, as you might know and familiar with forward session, at the end of the session, we always ask for your feedback. So for us to improve, but this time, the feedback a little bit different. If you fill out the feedback, you will find like 2 questions about how do you want to also involve in the alumni talk session, because as I mentioned before, this alumni talks is meant for community members to get connected, but also to give more information about how is it being entrepreneurs in a specific area. So please tell us as well what are the topics that you want to hear, or if you want to try out to be the host like me or Mika today, or you want to share your experience, also feel free to fill your data here. It's not the guarantee that you will be in the alumni talks, but it's also information for us that you are interested in joining the session more than as an entity as an attendee. So I will give you 1 minute to fill out the feedback survey. You can click also the link on the chat, and then please fill out it. Yes, I will give you 1 minute.
Fatih, I was just realizing when you did the presentation, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah. How is it, Mika, for you? It's all on June, actually.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
And also very different from one and another. Workshop, session, and bazaar. I have friends here, actually. It's all of a sudden pops up.
Hey, how nice, how cute.
Okay, then can I get your thumbs up if you already filled out the feedback survey? Good. Okay, then after this session, at the end of the day, you will get also email recap with all the importance link. But also, again, I cannot iterate even more that if you want to meet Ali or a group of these people, please take the initiative. Or you can also make a Slack group. Do you want to make a Slack group for tech entrepreneurs? Summer, do you want to take this initiative to create the Slack channel?
I will. This would be my pleasure, of course. Who to add?
Amazing. So yes, maybe Summer, you can make a channel of it, and we can invite also other people to hear, right, Mika?
Yeah.
Right. Anyone else at the call, just drop me a message. I will add you also.
Nice. So Mika, do you want to have something else that you want to add before we say bye-bye?
One more time, thank you so much, Ali.
Yes.
Thank you guys for attending, and thank you for organizing this.
Thank you so much, Ali. I think now everyone, including me here, have like more spirit and belief also in terms of like entrepreneurial journey. So thank you so much, everyone. I think see you around then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, have a lovely day.